This won't be one of those videos where I tell you about all the good things that have happened this year because let's face it, there's enough of those already. So let's talk about the harsh truth about relationships in 2025. What I'm about to share with you are things that no one really talks about in public. It's not meant to scare you away with depressing relationship statistics or make you lose faith in love. Quite the opposite. I want to show you what's really going on behind the scenes, so you can understand your current situation and hopefully get out of it much faster if you are unhappy right now. Alright, here are 5 harsh truths about relationships in 2025. Let's dive right in. Number 1, the hidden loneliness epidemic. Have you ever wondered why we're all so lonely these days? As mentioned before, we live in a time where people are more connected than ever before due to the invention of dating apps and social media. Yet we seem to be experiencing a hidden loneliness epidemic. We have countless friends on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, yet many of us still feel isolated and misunderstood. So why is this happening? A significant part of the problem is that when we spend so much time on social media, we constantly compare ourselves to others, which lowers our self-esteem and makes us feel inadequate. Think about it. When was the last time you scrolled through Instagram without feeling a sense of envy or comparison towards the seemingly perfect lives of others? These comparisons often leave us feeling like we're not good enough or successful enough, which can lead to feelings of loneliness and disconnection. And what happens when we start feeling disconnected from ourselves? Well, we naturally seek validation from external sources such as social media, likes, and comments, which only provides temporary relief and doesn't truly address the root cause of the issue. Imagine it like trying to fill a bucket with a leaky hole. No matter how much water you pour into it, the bucket will never be full. The same goes for our emotional needs. If we don't take the time to heal our inner wounds and work on ourselves, any amount of external validation or connection we receive will never truly satisfy us. So until we learn to accept ourselves for who we are and focus on building meaningful connections based on authenticity rather than perfection, we will continue to experience this hidden loneliness epidemic. Number 2, the fear of vulnerability. Can you relate to this scenario? You finally meet someone who you really like and you start spending more time with them. However, as the relationship progresses, you begin to feel a growing fear of vulnerability. You've been hurt in the past, and you find it difficult to trust this person with your true feelings. You might think you're being smart by playing it cool or pulling away when things start to get too real. But guess what? That fear of vulnerability is actually one of the biggest reasons why so many people struggle in their love life. According to psychology, this fear stems from past experiences of rejection, abandonment, or trauma, which understandably makes it challenging to fully open up and connect with others. This is especially common among those with avoidant or anxious attachment styles, who tend to push people away to protect themselves from getting hurt or feel clingy and needy in relationships, respectively. But here's the thing, by allowing these past hurts to define your present and future relationships, you're essentially choosing to remain a prisoner of your past. So what do you do instead? Well, the solution lies in facing your fear head-on, acknowledging your past experiences without letting them control your actions, and developing a strong sense of self-awareness by understanding the root causes of your fear and actively working to overcome it through therapy or personal reflection. You can break free from the cycle of pain and create healthier connections with those around you. Remember, vulnerability is not a weakness. It's the key to building deep and meaningful relationships. Number 3. Situationships are on the rise. We live in a world where commitment is becoming more and more difficult to come by. People are choosing to stay in situationships where they have zero clarity and peace, simply because they're afraid of being alone. But here's the hard truth. This trend of avoiding commitment is only hurting them in the long run. A recent study by the Social Care Institute for Excellence found that the number of adults in the UK who were in situationships had increased by 50% in the last 5 years. But why is this happening? One of the main reasons for this shift is the rise of hookup culture and casual dating apps, which have made it easier than ever to meet new people without any strings attached. This lack of commitment is also influenced by societal factors, such as the increasing individualism and the belief that we should always have the freedom to pursue our own happiness, even if that means leaving someone else behind. But here's the thing, staying in a situationship or avoiding commitment altogether may seem like the easy way out, but it will ultimately lead to more pain and heartache down the road. Instead, It's better to be honest with yourself and your partner about your feelings, and either commit to working on the relationship or move on. Remember, true love and fulfillment can only be found when you're willing to be vulnerable and open with your partners. Number 4. Unrealistic expectations. It's time to stop pretending that finding love is as easy as swiping right. The harsh truth is that many of us have unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating and relationships. We see the highlight reels of other people's lives on social media, and we start to believe that love should be nothing short of a fairy tale. But guess what? It's not. And that's why so many people are single. Just think about it. If you go into a relationship expecting it to be perfect, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. And let's face it, no one is perfect. We all have flaws and we all make mistakes. In fact, research shows that having high expectations in a relationship is one of the biggest predictors of relationship dissatisfaction. Why? Because when we have unrealistic expectations, we're basically setting ourselves up for failure. For example, if you expect your partner to be the most beautiful person on the planet all the time, you're going to be disappointed when they have a bad hair day or forget to shave. Or, if you expect them to always agree with you and never challenge your ideas, you're going to be frustrated when they express their own opinions. But here's the thing, having some expectations is normal and even healthy in a relationship. It's all about balance. If you expect your partner to be loving, respectful, and honest, but you're also willing to accept their flaws and imperfections, then you're setting yourself up for success. So, if you're tired of being single and you want to find your perfect match, it's time to start looking within yourself. And number 5, the illusion of choice. Here's the harsh truth. Having too many choices in dating isn't actually making us happier. In fact, it's doing just the opposite. Ever heard of the paradox of choice? It's a real phenomenon where having too many options actually makes us less satisfied with what we choose. And yes, this applies to dating as well. With the advent of dating apps, we have more access to potential partners than ever before. But what we fail to realize is that this abundance of choice is actually making us less happy in our relationships. Research has shown that people who have too many options when it comes to dating tend to be more picky and less satisfied with their romantic partners. They're constantly on the lookout for someone better, which ultimately leads to more breakups and failed relationships. But here's the thing, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Even if you do manage to snag that person you've been eyeing on the app, you'll probably end up feeling the same way. So what's the solution? Well, it starts with recognizing the illusion of choice. Just because you have 100 matches on Tinder doesn't mean you'll have 100 amazing dates. It is time to focus on quality over quantity and to appreciate what you have rather than constantly searching for something better. Instead of scrolling endlessly through dating apps, why not try putting your phone down and striking up a conversation with that cute barista you see every morning? You never know where it might lead. So my question to you is, how are you going to use this knowledge to build a real connection in 2025? What mindset shifts are you willing to make? You've got this. Now before you go, I want you to double tap this video if you've got value from it. Also, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already because I upload weekly videos that will change your life. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon.